Ladies and gentlemen. So New York is an expensive city. It has a reputation for being one of the most expensive cities in the entirety of the United States. I moved here just around a month ago and I definitely have been feeling how expensive it is. But the city could also be cheap with a little bit of planning and work. So today we take on the challenge of trying to survive in New York City with just $10. And to prove to you guys how extreme I'm taking this challenge, I have literally emptied my wallet with nothing but my license and a $10, crisp $10 bill. That means no subway passes, no credit cards. I'm going to be surviving just with a $10 bill. It's bright and early in the morning. The whole city is behind us and I am ready and excited to begin this challenge. Roll the intro. Alright, we are beginning our day today right outside of my building here in Williamsburg in Brooklyn. First matter of business is breakfast because we want to be able to survive with some energy and I have nothing in my body right now. We are going to find ourselves the cheapest possible breakfast I can in this area of Brooklyn. Alright, so what you see right behind me right now is called a bodega. It is a very common thing all over the world. But basically in New York, a lot of times these have the most competitive pricing when it comes to breakfast. So you might jump into a McDonald's or a Burger King to have breakfast in New York City, but these guys a lot of times end up being cheaper than one of the fast food chains. So we're gonna head on in here and have some sort of breakfast sandwich because that's like a casual way to start off the morning. It's cheap, it's good, and it'll be a nice start to the day. Also right now on the side of the screen, I'm going to begin a counter for the amount of money that we have. Every time we spend that money will go down, so you can keep an eye on it on the screen. Good morning. Can I get an egg and cheese roll? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, first order of business. We got our egg and cheese sandwich and we are left with $7.50 of change. Alrighty, so this is the sheer size of one of these breakfast sandwiches. It's definitely bigger than getting anything at McDonald's or Burger King or Dunkin' Donuts even, I would say. They're big fluffy sandwiches with a lot of egg, a lot of cheese. You know this thing is actually made right in front of you. It's not like freezered and then microwaved and warmed up. It was, you know, cooked right there and then on the spot. So it's pretty fresh, pretty delicious for $2.50. It's a pretty good deal. That is, oh man, it's so good. This is me being genuine right now. It's actually really, really good. All right, so I've just finished breakfast right near this deli. Jesus, New York. Right behind me is the subway station, but I'm not going to take it. So this is one of the crucial points in the video right now. It costs $2.75 to take a one-way subway ticket in New York, so that eats up too much of our cost for the day. Luckily, I live in Brooklyn, right near Manhattan, in Williamsburg, so it's just a bridge that I have to walk over. I'm not looking forward to this part because it's like extra cold and windy today, but if I walk for half an hour straight down, I'll be able to cross the Williamsburg Bridge, get an awesome view of New York, which is something that's completely underrated as well, and make it to Manhattan so I can continue this really cheap challenge because all the cheap food is pretty much in Chinatown. That's the Williamsburg Bridge, or at least the beginnings of it. Let's cross it. All right, so this is the beginnings of the walkway on the Williamsburg Bridge. I remember when I first started traveling a lot, when I was in London and Paris and going to expensive cities across Europe, a lot of times I would just walk. If it meant saving like $2, 9 times out of 10, I would walk. And so that's what I'm gonna do today, because we don't have that money to spend. So please don't mind the entire bridge shaking. It's just there's a train that passes on this, and I'm really terrified my camera's gonna drop. I wanted to talk for a second about my inspiration to this video. A few years back, my friend Barr uploaded this video. He's kind of like the quintessential New York City vlogger. It's a good friend of mine. He's been on the channel a few times. Comes the subway. And he basically made a video on the same exact topic, surviving in New York City for $10. So you guys have to check his video out. He's a really good friend of mine and I received his blessing to try to do this challenge in my own way as well. So you guys gotta send him some love. All right. The Williamsburg Bridge is officially behind us. I'm now in the hustle and bustle of Manhattan, and it is time to continue this $10 challenge. All right, you all know where I'm back at again. It's my favorite pizza place in all of New York, Champions on Essex. It's a dollar slice pizza place. You can get a bunch of pizza for really, really cheap. I think it's hands down the best pizza in New York, at least the best dollar pizza. So we're gonna jump on in there and get a few slices because I built up an appetite again after walking across that bridge. Hi, can I get a 2 cheese slices? Thank you, sir. Alright guys, we are smoothly moving through this challenge. We got our 2 beautiful slices of pizza here. from my favorite pizza place. I think it's starting to become my favorite pizza place on planet Earth. They've never endorsed me, they've never sponsored a video, but if you're ever in New York, you gotta try the pizza from here. I think this is gonna keep my appetite at bay for definitely the next few hours. After that breakfast and this, we are down to $5.50. That's what's left, and then I have another 2 quarters. The next objective after this pizza, now that we're kind of filled up on hunger, is going to be to do some work. When social media influencers are traveling abroad or in different cities, a lot of times they'll find a cafe or a coffee shop or something to sit in and do work and use Wi-Fi. But I have a little trick up my sleeve that I've learned by traveling around the world, especially in big cities, where you can do it for free without having to spend any money in a coffee shop or cafe to use their Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna show you guys that right after I finish these delicious slices of pizza. Alrighty, so I've jumped to the next area of the city called Soho, and this is where the Soho Apple Store is. You can get free internet here. I've recently switched over from Mac to PC, so usually when you have a Mac, you can just head upstairs and do some work. They usually have like a little desk area there. If you just walk in with a MacBook, they'll let you sit down and use the internet. I don't feel comfortable walking in and actually using the internet inside the place. I don't think realistically that they would say anything for walking in with a PC. You can still tether really good internet from their Wi-Fi just standing right outside of the store, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have my laptop in my backpack right here. This isn't sponsored or anything, but my laptop actually breaks apart into a tablet. And then I can connect to the Wi-Fi right behind me in the Apple Store and upload my video straight from here. When you're living on a budget, sometimes you gotta take advantage of these free services that are available. And boom, just like that, I have another video uploaded. Thanks to the Wi-Fi from the Apple Store. Basically, all I have to do now is just fill out the keywords, the thumbnails, the titles, all that stuff in the description. And then I can have the video uploaded and make some money. We're saving money and we're making money today. But now that we've done our main work for the day, we're going to head back to Chinatown. Alrighty, inside the heart of Chinatown, I've now arrived in a really special place. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but behind me is the Mahayana Buddhist Temple. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a free Buddhist temple to enter. This is a free kind of attraction to do in New York City. It's supposed to be really extravagant. It's the largest Buddha in New York. Wow, this is really awesome. I think I'm inside of New York City right now, and it is just an enormous golden Buddha. Super, super cool. Well, that was hands down one of the coolest things I've done in New York yet. From going from all the chaos of the city outside to in there all of a sudden, how quiet it was, and it really took me back to my travels through Asia. That was really, really, really cool. Anyways, I've built up an appetite once again. We're weaning down towards the end of the day right now. Best place to eat in all of New York City, in my opinion, is Chinatown, which we are in right now. Food is cheap. Everything is really cheap around here. And so let's get some food. All right, so the beautiful thing about being in Chinatown is the fact that you can find a plethora of street food as if you were actually in Asia. Here, I picked up a chicken congee. Chicken congee?
Chicken congee.
Medium.
225.
There you go.
25.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
This is what chicken congee looks like. It's almost like porridge, I guess. It's like a rice porridge. Another really famous option if you want to eat very, very cheap in New York is having dim sum. You can get it for up to like $1.25 for like 5 or 6. So that itself could be a really filling meal. I think this is gonna fill me up for right now. This will probably be my dinner because the day's coming to a close. All right, and so with this thing costing me $2.25, that means I still have $3.25 left over. That chicken congee was delicious. So I spotted another little street vendor that's selling like little cakes for $1.25. So I'm gonna get some of those because I want to fill up a little further than what I am right now. Hello, can I have?
One.
Yeah, one. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so we got our little cakes. This is what these little cakes look like. I don't think I could say that I've ever had anything like this before, but let's try it out. That's so good. They're like little sugary dough balls. You get like 15 or 20 of them in a little bag. They are absolutely delicious and cheap. That's the important part. $1. There you go.
You want a bag?
No, okay. Thank you. Hey, man. Here you go. Do you want a banana? Here you go, man. Have a good day. Yeah. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm gonna explain what just went down. So outside of that 7-Eleven, there's a guy who holds the door for people open. I've actually been in that 7-Eleven before, and he holds a little cup. I guess he got kicked out, but I went in there, I got 2 bananas for $1, and then I gave him $1 So you got a banana and $1. And there goes my last $2. So we're done with this challenge technically. What I'm gonna do now is walk home to Brooklyn from here. I have a long, like 45-minute walk, I think. I don't feel like vlogging it because it's a long and tireless walk. So I'm just gonna catch up with you guys when I get to my apartment. All right, guys, I am home here in Brooklyn. It's really weird to be calling Brooklyn home now. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm obliterated. I'm going to go to sleep. Having to plan out your day every 5 seconds on how much money you're going to spend on something is a little bit exhausting. So in the morning, we spent $2.50 for a breakfast sandwich. After that, when we made it to Manhattan, we bought 2 slices of pizza at Champion's Pizza on Essex. After that, we spent another $2.25 on chicken congee. Then I spent another $1.25 on those little rice cake things in Chinatown. As I explained earlier, there was a homeless person there that opened the door for me. And I don't tend to give money every single day to homeless people. I'll do it every once in a while. But because he had opened the door for me, unfortunately, it's not like I had a say in the matter. He opened the door for me either way, whether I would have given him money or not. But I went in there and I saw you get 2 bananas for $1. So I was like, you know what? I'll give my last $1 to him and I'll spend $1 and get a banana for myself and a banana for him. Gave him a banana, gave him $1, and then after I kept on walking, this is after I already put my camera in my bag, I actually gave the second banana to another homeless person who asked me for money, and I was like, I don't have any money, but you want this banana? So I gave him a banana. So I didn't even get the last banana. Anyhow though, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was actually really, really fun and challenging to make. I do want to pose a question to you guys as a poll right now. Would you guys do this challenge? Would you guys try to live on $10 a day? If so, let me know in the poll up above, and if not, just let me know in the comments down below why you wouldn't do it. The thing that I want to kind of teach you guys today is that people claim that New York is a really expensive city, and I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, and it is. And one of the averages that come out for how much money you need to be bringing in a month to kind of survive here, you need to be making a little over $2,000 a month to kind of survive and live here. Now, that obviously ranges to people. I'm not even making that much really. Some months fluctuate. But I'm gonna end this video here, and I want to let you guys know if you're new here and you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, you should like this page. And if you want to help support me, you can buy merchandise like this shirt down in the description below or on screen right now. And we'll see you guys next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, class.